Okay, hello. This video is random as fuck, and very unplanned. I haven't even done an inventory of everything I'm gonna show, but I thought I would show my. Oh my god, should I flip the camera? Oh, it's too late. Oh my god. Okay, I thought I would show my depression food staples, which again, I don't even know if I have all the stuff stocked up. But first of all, if you're mentally ill, you want to get an air fryer. Even if you don't have that much counter space. Look, I really don't have a lot of counter space. Like half of it is my drying rack because I don't have a dishwasher either. But I keep my air fryer in a cabinet when I'm not using it. But air fryer, iconic, genuinely helps me to eat. Okay, now that you have your air fryer, I think mine was like $60 at Target. So mine is really fancy. Not really fancy is what I meant. It's kind of crusty, like no matter how much I wash it, I can't fully clean it. So I probably want to get a nicer one someday, but for now it does the job. So I think I'm gonna title this like POV of an Asian person, right? Because first of all, I love these, which, how do I even explain this? These don't even have filling, which some people might not like. It's literally just like a chunk of bread, but you could get this at the frozen aisle at like Asian supermarkets. I don't know what this one's called, but there's another one called like Xiaobing, which I don't know how to say it. My mom took me out of Chinese school after less than a year when I was a kid because I didn't do my homework, so I don't actually know how to speak Mandarin, but it's like just a nice little carb. I try to get stuff that's like decently high in calories and protein, just because when you're in depresso mode, you want to kind of like get the biggest bang for your buck and kind of like maximize your meals, right? When you feel like you don't have a lot of energy to cook. So actually this doesn't really apply. It has a little bit of protein, but I still enjoy having these. Yeah, like I think it's common knowledge that you want to like get frozen stuff typically when you deal with mental health issues because of course it lasts a long time. It's not going to be like produce, which tends to go bad really quick if you don't use it for like a week. But I'm very picky with frozen foods because some of them are just gross. Like, I don't even want to call myself a picky eater. Not at this point. I really was as a kid. I mean, I have my preferences, don't get me wrong. But like, I will eat a decent amount of foods these days, but frozen food, the texture can get real freaking funky. So the frozen foods I have are very particular. I mean, they are based on like my upbringing too. So yeah, might not fit everyone's preferences, but this is like my experience, I guess. Obviously, duh. I don't even need to say that. Okay, next one I enjoy. Like, can I set this down here? Oop, shit. Actually, that's probably not good for the phone. Wow, I actually hate holding it. Okay. Next thing you want. All of this is like from the Asian mart, right? Frozen udon. So there's like 5 of these. Again, I'm gonna like list calories, not in like a eating disordery way, but in a way where it's like you want to get as much as you can when you're struggling to eat. or like when you only have so much energy to make one thing, you want to make sure it's going to be like worth your time, you know? So it's like 320 calories per pack, and yeah, there's like 7 grams of protein, which like isn't bad. It's literally just like wheat flour. I mean, just udon noodles, but these are great, and I love pairing them with, first of all, frozen ribeye or like hot pot beef. This stuff can be decently expensive. This pack was actually $13, and it lasts me at least like 5 or 6 goes, because I just take like, it's like rolled up and sliced thinly. I don't know if you could tell. I'll take like 6 of them. So that's really good. You could actually put it just in like soup or broth. But I actually like to pan fry it. It's really easy. I'll take like some vegan butter, because I try to not eat a lot of dairy, or you could take oil and you just cook it, and then I like add soy sauce and like sesame oil, like super simple. And then you can have the udon in, here's another one, miso paste. So miso paste is really awesome because it's soup that you always have ready to go. It lasts forever. I've kept it in my fridge for like over a year, which probably is like past the expiration date. And I can get kind of weird about food going bad, but like miso paste has never done me dirty. I think it's because it's fermented, right? But yeah, miso udon, if you don't even have the energy to make like the beef, literally boiling water, you add this, you add the noodles, done. It's like instant noodles a little, but like, I think it's more filling than instant noodles, just because I like read the calorie count for the udon, right? Like instant noodles can be like pretty low in calories sometimes. It's normally around like 200. So this has a little more. I've actually seen an udon that's more like 400 calories. So that's good. Also, miso is honestly like good for you. I don't quite know the science of it, but it's very minimal ingredients. It is high in sodium, but like other than that, it's just a wonderful ingredient to already have. Like the beef, it can be a little more expensive up front, but it'll last a really, really long time. And you only use about like a teaspoon, maybe a tablespoon. So this is a lot. And miso you can also use in baking if you have the energy to bake. So yeah, it's good stuff. Okay. Another thing I really like is Monto. Again, probably not saying it right. This one doesn't have any filling either. It's literally just like a steamed bun. And I don't even have like a proper steamer, but I use, this is like a vegetable steamer. Oh my God. I almost just had so much fall on me. It's like one of these. I put it in, oh my God, I guess I could go. I could show this setup. Oh my God. Yeah, my stove is not clean. But I put it in one of these. As you can see, the steamer has like about maybe like 1.5 inches. So you don't want the water level to be all the way to like the bottom of this, just because when it's boiling, it'll make like the bottom of the Monto really wet. So I do maybe like a 1/2 inch, like 3/4 inch, and then cover it with a lid, let it begin boiling. I feel like a lot of Monto has this. The one I just showed definitely does, but it has a little layer of like parchment or some kind of wrapper underneath, so you don't even need to like cover it with anything. You just put it straight on here. Takes maybe like 10 minutes to make. If you hear that, that's my freezer. And yeah, then it's just this steamed bun. Again, it's like just a carb. It's not like, oh, you're getting all food groups in this meal, but when you need something to eat, it's just important that you're eating. So I guess there's more stuff in the freezer and fridge I can show, but while we're talking about the Monto, I love this. It's called pork sung. Again, this is like hashtag Asian, hashtag Wasian things, because I don't know why people would eat this up, but it's like this dried minced pork. There's like, this isn't like super healthy. There's like sugar in it and stuff, but it has protein because it's literally just like dried pork. So yeah, I'll like eat this with the Monto. I'll literally like rip it up into like pieces of bread and like kind of squish it with the pork sung. I've actually done that a lot in times where I really haven't had the capacity to make anything else. And yeah, again, I just want to emphasize the point is that you're eating something compared to eating nothing. So really enjoy that, and that is really shelf stable. It'll last, like I just got this the other day and the expiration date on it is September 2026. I actually normally get a bigger container, but I just wanted a little this time. But they have ones that are like literally like that big. Like, again, it might be like $12 for a container that big, but it lasts literally forever. And while we're here, another thing that's really nice to have on hand is vermicelli. So this is like similar to udon, where it's just good to have like shelf stable, or like, I don't know what freezer stable stuff is called, but stuff that'll last a while even if you don't use it up right away, essentially. Vermicelli is especially nice though because I like spilling, like it'll be called bean threads sometimes, but I'm looking at the ingredients and it just says rice flour, water, and salt. But for whatever reason, this stuff is like really high in protein. Like for a noodle, it's pretty high. Like one little, well, let me see, 4 servings, 1 piece. Maybe not crazy high, but it has a decent amount of protein, so this is also good to have on hand. I've had this forever too. Let's see. So yeah, like, I mean, I'm sure instead of miso paste, just having like some kind of soup base that you can always make is just good to have. I guess last thing for frozen stuff, maybe everyone already does this, but I used to not freeze bread, including like bagels and stuff like that. Oh my god, the freezer is going to begin making a ton of noise. But bread freezes really, really well. You just want to slice it beforehand and you can use it, like you could just toast it and it'll be totally fine. A lot of carb stuff, right? But gets the job done. So bread is just really great to always have like frozen and sliced in your freezer. What else? I guess that might be, those are my main things. I mean, it's not like I have 4 billion depression food staples. I mean, that would be great and amazing, but as someone who is a bit particular about the foods they eat, I get tired of food really quick. So even the stuff I showed you, I like probably couldn't eat all day, every day. But it's still helpful. And it's still nice to like have those just in case. Yeah. I think that is it. Yeah, I mean, I would love to grow this list and add more foods eventually, but We'll figure it out. Specifically like freezer stuff. And I know I listed literally 0 vegetables, but frozen vegetables just do not do it for me. Even though, as an ex-nutrition major, I was a nutrition major for 3 years in college, frozen vegetables actually can be healthier than fresh ones just because they're frozen at like peak ripeness when the nutrients are what do I even say? Like peak nutrients. Just the texture. Oh, it's the texture. Like I have frozen broccoli in my freezer, but I didn't even show it because I haven't used it since I bought it and it's been months. Yeah. That's all for now. Good evening, good night.